Splendid.
Hello, and welcome back to Doz's Television Workshop. We've got Colin, the famous piano tuner, in to tune the Wurlitzer. Let's get into it.
Hello. So here we are with a Wurlitzer EP200 with a dodgy F. Got the power off, but you can still hear it's a dodgy F. If we stick the power on, can we do that?
Yeah. It's that one there. Plug that into there. Just move that away.
Here there are two problems. First of all, that's okay. First of all, it's out of tune. Secondly, you've got this horrible clack. Now, Andy's mentioned these things work with little reeds that vibrate in a pickup. And the reed here is actually touching. Ooh, you hear that?
That's
touching the pickup.
I would bet that's shorting out the 150 volts.
It probably is shorting out 150 volts and certainly not being very good at all. So there are two problems. First of all, the reed needs centering within the pickup, which you can do very nicely with a pair of calf feeler gauges or something like that. I'm going to do it by just with my fingers. And tuning it. Luckily, this is flat, so it's easier to do than if it's sharp. So what we do, if we can turn the power off.
Yeah, pull that one out. There you go.
Fantastic. Let it discharge. What we do is lift the dampers and put your nut driver on that reed. And this is the worst possible one to do because it's right next to that little circuit board. So
I've already moved. When I took it apart, when I took that circuit board off, there was a wire almost under the side of it that I've moved out the way, an earth wire.
Okay, yeah.
So that wasn't helping.
So what we do is undo that, which I'm doing left-handed, which is counterintuitive to me, really. And we can move the reed backwards and forwards to tune it. So backwards shortens the reed, so sharpens it, and forwards lengthens it and flattens it. So hopefully, if we move it back as far as it can go and centre it between that bit of the reed, of the pickup, we can start to get an improvement. It really is, it's an absolute pain, this one. I might have to do it left-handed, which, as I say, I don't mind doing. Anyway, let's try that. And is that... No, it's still hitting. This really is nasty. Might be an idea if we can actually remove that circuit board, because then I can get my hand in.
Yeah.
Shall we do that?
Yep, it's easy. So it's 4BA. Shall we just... we'll be alright. It's only 150 volts.
Power's off.
Yeah, doesn't hang around for that long. Though it did frighten me the first time. Where are the little players? Oh, magnet. Thank you. There you go.
Lovely. Of course, that means we can't use the amplified bit of it, because that to there is the electrical connection, isn't it, between the...
It is. So this part here is the ground side of it, and that part is that is the top part, which is, yeah. You can see that earth wire I moved out the way there.
Well, I'll do the best I can to tune it without the sound on, but it's not going to be easy. I'll get it somewhere near. So, could you push those dampers down at the back, do you think?
Well, that there, look.
And the next one, just give me a bit of extra clearance.
A bit of room.
Lovely. And we'll centre that up between. Tighten it up and see if that's still banging. And again. No, even worse. Can you drop it back down? No. No good at all. So I think what we might have to do is a little bit of more drastic work here. Take that off. Give it a go first, just before we do.
I've got feeler blades if you want some.
Oh, a feeler gauge would be lovely.
Right. It's actually by the front door. So.
No.
Oh, that's horrible. Let me
That's
get
horrible.
some feeler blades for you. I think they're feet and inches.
The thinnest one.
Oh, it'll be very buckled and very thin.
No, we don't want the thinnest one then.
No. Slacken the thing off. That's it. You should be able to get it out of the way now.
Okay. Yeah, but that one will do.
That one was getting rid of, really.
It does really, doesn't it?
Useless.
Audible.
So we can hold them back
Yeah,
away
if you
again?
could, that's lovely. Still help in.
I've got another hand. If you want me to hold the feeler blades.
If you could, hold the feeler blade and just get that in.
You get it in position. The trouble is, I'm not got the steadiest of hands.
Well, the feeler gauge is bendy, so.
It is.
Okay, I'll whip that out. Still blasted hitting.
What is it hitting? Are we missing a trick?
No.
Is it hitting the top rather than the comey bit?
No.
Oh, okay.
Got a bit of editing to do on this, I can tell you. Still, that's really weird, actually. Actually, the comey bit does need to go down a bit.
Is the hammer hitting it square? It's not hitting it to one side, is it?
No,
Is
no,
it
no.
twisting? No, okay.
I'll tell you what we can do. Large screwdriver,
And what sort?
flat blade.
Ooh, large flat. Could be difficult. That large?
That'll do.
Oh, you can see it hitting it.
Mm.
Oh, got it.
Oh. Cool. I reckon there's something. Just bend those down. Ooh,
Oh,
reed's gone. Damn. That's what the problem was.
broken reed.
Broken reed.
Oh. We need to get
So,
another
we
reed
need to
now.
get another reed.
Oh, what a shame.
I think tuning will have to be the tuning video. That's, of course, it was going flatter and flatter. Because
Take it out, show the cameras. Let's see that. And yes, that was previously somewhat longer than that. It was over here. We'll retrieve the other bit, I suppose. It's
very good idea.
yeah, it's in
There it
there
is.
somewhere. Was it?
Yeah, you got a magnet.
Yes. Magnet on a stick. What
Yeah.
you need to do, get that nice long magnetic screwdriver, stick that bit of hard disk magnet on it. Ooh. and fetch it out.
And fetch it out.
Is it ferrous?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very much
obviously.
so.
Oh, yep. There's the end. So what's on the end there?
There's a solder blob.
Oh, yes.
It's a triangular sort of pyramid-shaped blob. That
And you sort of put more solder on or file it off as you need
if
to
you
get
want,
it.
yeah. Now I should have somewhere a spare reed for that.
Ooh.
So
Are they all different? I take it they're all different lengths.
they are.
Yeah.
And different weights of solder.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go and get my spare reed, and we'll have to do this another day.
It's the following day. Colin.
As you can see, the F doesn't work. And the reason it didn't work is the reed was on the point of breaking.
And then broke.
And then broke. So we can see the reed here.
There it is. Hold it up to that one. I'll zoom in. Look. Oh, hold it up to that one.
What a beauty. One broken reed. So that wasn't going to do anything, was it? So, with a Wurlitzer piano, the reeds are all numbered. So you count up from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. And we find that F is note 33. So, we go online and we order note 33. There are loads of people in this country with spare Wurlitzer reeds, aren't there? No, not really. You've got to order either from the States, or if you're lucky, someone in this country has a new old stock one. No one has new old stock note number 33, do they? So we've got to find one. Now, back home, I've got a Wurlitzer of my own, and I've got a stock of reeds. Do I have a 33? So we haven't got note 33, we've got a note 34, my stock of old parts. So note 34 hasn't got quite enough solder on it because it's vibrating at a slightly higher frequency, so it's less weight. So what we need to do
Is that a bit of solder?
is add a bit of solder onto it.
I think we can do that. We've got the kit here to do that.
Got the kit to do that,
Might
but you
do
can
that.
see it's a nice big chunk of lead solder, so we really need lead solder. Real lead. Is that still allowed?
Not really, but we might just have a stock of
New old stock.
new old stock. Yes,
Fantastic.
in fact, there it is. Right, right. So we've got to add solder to that.
Yep. And then you've
Okay.
got to...
File to suit.
Yep.
Okay. So first things first, I shall add a bit. Again, very convenient, and I've still got my big chunky soldering iron bit on there because we're going to have to get some heat in this. Right, well that's put a chunk on it.
Okay.
So let's try it, shall we?
Let's try it. Okay.
Okay.
Super. Okay. You've conveniently locked the damper up with that screwdriver. That's very unconventional, but lovely.
Well, I thought it worked.
Works well. Okay, have that driver.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Something's not engaged.
No, you've got it all the way around to one side. Look. Hang on.
That's better. It's all right.
You got it?
Yeah, I've got it. You can lift that out of the way, just so.
I'll lift
That's
both
got
out
to.
of the way.
Lovely. That's knocking on that reed again, knocking on the pickup.
On the comb, yeah.
Enter it between the.
Probably can't see that on the camera, but the pickup is shaped like a comb, and the reed sort of sits in between. Where am I? In between the slot, like that, and vibrates in there. And yeah. So obviously, if it's too far left or right, it'll hit against the comb.
That's not far off, actually. I have to do a little bit of tuning. Can we put the power on? Oh, we can't now.
Can't because the
we've
pickup's off.
pickup's
because,
off.
A bit of access.
I think what we need to do to fine tune that is really put the power back on.
Okay, we'll do
Okay.
that.
Lovely.
It's easy. Oh, this is when you get your magic app out with the stroby lines on.
Can do. I think really with a Wurlitzer it's best just to tune it by ear because they're never mega accurate, and I think if you tune one so it's crystal clear and perfectly in tune, they don't really sound like Wurlitzers. You expect them to sound a little bit organic, so I tend to tune them by ear.
Now, our mutual friend Norman Leet told me there was a time, in fact it's still on the round to it list, of projects for me to do to build an analog synthesizer. And he said don't make the oscillators too accurate.
Yeah.
For that same reason, that it would have no character at. The phone. Okay, so that's the power reinstalled.
Lovely.
Is everybody clear of the high voltage bits? Yes, good. There we are.
Good.
Right.
That's not far off at all, actually. Oh, a little bit. Oh. Okay, so that's a little bit on the flat
take
side.
The high voltage off?
Yeah, I think we need to take the high voltage off.
Think,
well done. Thank you, electrician.
Yes.
Yep.
It's only if you short it out, because actually the bit you're screwing is actually ground.
Yeah. Yes, but it will short out because
it would short out because you're going to hit the comb, I would imagine.
That's the other thing you find with Wurlitzers, that sometimes you get a little bit of grit, and it's when you're filing the solder off, it's really important not to get any little bits of lead
in between the comb and the reed,
because that will be an instant short. So that was a tiny bit flat, but I think we've got enough leeway on the reed here to pull that back a little. Have you got some?
I was going to say, oh,
will do.
Pliers.
Fantastic.
Andrew, which way do you want to go? There we are. Have that one.
There you go. Just pull that back just a smidge. Of course, it would be the one right next to that circuit board, wouldn't it? Because that's so inconvenient. So bring that back a bit. Again, make sure it's not touching the pickup. You quite often hear on, if you've got a Wurlitzer that you're playing, you hear these crackly noises, and it's invariably little bits of crud that are caught between the pickup and the reed.
Yeah.
Any bits. That's much better, I think.
Power?
Yeah. Beauty. I think that's good enough for jazz. Nice, lovely Wurlitzer sound. Very nice. It's as organically tuned as he wanted, I think, really. All done.
That's good. You know how the black and white bit at the front works, which is
Not
more than
a hobby.
Sorry?
It's not a hobby.
No, true enough. Right. Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure.
I'm going to get it back together, and we can send it back to the man.
We can indeed.
Excellent. Thank you, Colin.
Absolute pleasure. Cheers. Bye-bye.
So, made a pleasant change, didn't it? It's now ventured off home. So, yeah, there we are. Another job completed. So, thanks for watching, as always. And stay tuned to the channel. More of a website sort of based thing coming up. Because we're going to breathe some life back into this Garmin. Get it around the right way. The Garmin head-up display. Much beloved of mine. Unfortunately, it got discontinued. The app is no longer available to drive it. So the plan is to drive it with an ESP32 and a GPS receiver. So that'd be more of a website based thing, but there will be a video of that being demonstrated. So do check back on the channel soon. The website address you will find below. Click like, subscribe and do all that stuff. Thanks a lot again for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheerio. One more time. Try not to show the fact. Yeah, sorry. Finish your toast, man.
Right. I'm going to be spitting over the bloody pop shield there, aren't I?
You won't be the first. You won't be the last.
I need a glass of water now because I'm not sounding.
Get you a glass of water.
Thank you, Clem.
Have you refreshed your palate?
Yes.
I came in. What a prat. Oh, that works. We'll make that suitably toasty.
That's fine. You just like a clip to my toast bit.
Yeah.
That's a nice toast.
It's a bit too toasty.
Bit too toasty.
Yeah, it's
I'll try it.
black is cooked.
Play it back.
Should
do, shouldn't it?
Alright, that's perfect. Right, let's go and have a curry. Don't eat it all up. You'll never have your naan.
I'll be yours.
That'll do. Perfect. One hit wonder.